Yeah, I think I'm be forced to eat less right now. I got snacks, hungry. 12, I hate eating cereal, but I'm happy to go ahead.
Right. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Uh,
Right. I see we got trucking and hauling here, health and wellness, resellers, IT products, and more trucking and consulting. Hopefully you all can hear me. Let me know if you all can hear me too while we're all joining in and participating. Got a lot of truckers here. Wonderful, wonderful, good. Love to see it, love to see it. So folks, we'll be getting started here in just a moment. I'm gonna allow for some more people to get chimed in. And I hope that you are having a wonderful Friday Eve is what I like to call Thursday. Hey, Mr. Wallace. Ooh, Connie's Soul Food Kitchen, event to remember catering and event center. All right, and if you are just joining us, we do have a live poll on the screen that I would love for your participation in. All right. So if you haven't participated in the poll quite yet, that is A-okay. We will be having a few more as we are continuing this lunch and learn here. But first and foremost, thank you so much for joining your Columbus Minority Business Assistance Center, powered by the Columbus Urban League, for our first lunch and learn of the new year. Join. My name is Danielle Pierre, and I serve as a program manager over the certification and outreach programming. And I'm very happy to be doing this here because this is always one of our hot topics here So it's definitely my pleasure to come on and do this here with you all. Today this session will be recorded. So if you are needing to hop off a little bit later or rejoin us, this session will be recorded and sent directly to you via your emails. It will also be posted to our YouTube channel as well, where we have an abundance of different business development webinars for you to access at any time. Let's go ahead and get started here. Please know that we also have a time frame where you also will be able to ask questions and receive some answers to your questions as I am going. If it's something that you need to put in the chat, please go ahead and do so. Can't hear you. I will definitely adjust my sound. One moment. Thank you all for letting me know, sir. All right, hopefully my sound sounds a bit better here. Testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3. All right, so we have a full agenda here today. Again, please ask your questions. There will be a Q&A time, so you're absolutely able to leave your questions in the chat, and during the appropriate time, I will go ahead and make sure to answer those questions here for you. Thank you. I love the engagement already because we will be doing a lot of engagement here today. So some of you all are already pre-registered here and you have received a pre-assignment in your emails. If you registered a little bit later, no worries. We'll still be able to go through those questions here. But today we will learn about the purpose and benefits of certifications. Is certification right for your business? How certifications unlock opportunities. We'll deep dive into the 4 certifications that our office provides. And we will also talk about fast track options, when and how you can utilize it. Document preparation, the document submission, pre-certification and cross-certification, how to maximize your certification, and additional resources and contact information about your Columbus Minority Business Assistance Center. One moment. All right, so here to begin, I do have another poll here for you. Just want to again engage with you all just to have a level and understanding of where we are here and wanting to know what you think certifications are and what you thought of it before getting here. So before today, how did you think certifications worked? All right, I'm getting some good things here. No answer is the wrong answer. I just want to let you all know that here. So I like to see that. I see some unsures or that it's help but it doesn't help but guarantee anything or guarantee access to contracts. Essentially, the purpose of certifications is to help you increase access to state contracts, visibility in procurement databases, and eligibility for specialized funding and support. Some of the core benefits include increased access to state, local, and institutional contract opportunities, such as your universities, visibility into our official procurement websites. Once you are approved for your certification, the Minority Business Development Division has a website where your certification is made visible to many different contractors and others who are looking to support your small business or your growing business is what we like to say. In addition, we also have different platforms where you can also have your information made available or even, again, begin to make yourself available. Some other of the additional benefits include eligibility for set-asides, bid preferences, and also procurement goals. And that is dependent on the program. And we have specialists here in our office who will be able to help you deep dive into those. One of the biggest things that we also like to talk about when it talks about benefits of certifications is your eligibility for access to capital. With the Minority Business Development Division, we do have finance programs specialized for our business owners, and we'll talk a little bit more about those. And lastly, technical assistance resources tied to your certification. Now, something to know also while you are pursuing your business certifications, credibility and marketing is another thing that shows buyers that your business has been vetted and meets formal eligibility standards. When they're looking to do business with business owners such as yourself, they want to make sure that you all have the capacity and the ability to be able to serve and produce what they are looking for. So being able to be vetted out and have the certification will allow them to know these folks have done the work, we want to work with you. Now, something to also know is that certification doesn't create opportunities, but it unlocks them for you. So one of the biggest things to remember, it is as much as you put into it and as much as you use it. So let's talk more about certifications, the benefits, and I'm having issues with my sound going in and out. Sorry about that. All right. Sorry about that technical difficulty. Everything just turned off here for a moment. But we're going to, sorry, y'all. This is cutting in and out. This is not okay. Testing, testing, one, two, three. Sorry, y'all. Give me one moment. All right, y'all. I deeply apologize. My sound keeps disconnecting and coming back on, but I'm hoping that that is resolved now. I have done a full reset, so we should be back on and going. But to continue, something that again we talked about is how certifications um, do not provide opportunities, but they unlock them here for you. Contract assistance and capital funding and business support. Certifications function as the credential for you. So, in simple terms, it allows your business to enter different programs and access those opportunities that may not be available for those non-certified businesses. Essentially, without the certification, many of those pathways to be able to obtain those opportunities may have been closed off. But with that certification in your corner, this is something that is a that will help you. Think of certification as a key and not a reward. Because once we know that it is a tool for you to utilize, you are able to again unlock many opportunities. Now, it doesn't guarantee that contract assistance or that funding or approvals, but it allows you to be considered in those spaces where uncertified businesses may not be able to. And again, the main categories of the full potential of the certification serve as contract, capital, and business support. And we will walk you through all those options. So, through the Minority Business Development Division, we offer several different loan requirements. And with those loan requirements, it also requires you to have that certification. So, that is, for example, the WBE loan. We have a loan program where it can offer you a loan opportunity between $45,000 and $500,000 to support your business at a very, very low interest rate of 1.5%. Without that certification, your interest rate would be 3.3%. Through our direct loan program, it goes from the ranges between $45,000 to $1.5 million. And the certification requirements to obtain the direct loan program is the MBE or the WBE. Through the microloan, we also have loan amounts that can get you at minimum $10,000 to $45,000. And this requirement is the MBE and WBE certification. So loan eligibility there are different loan eligibility requirements that go into that, but one of the key pieces is, again, having those certifications and getting those guaranteed lower interest rates and getting those cost of borrowing powers with you. What our role here at the Columbus MBAC here does for you is to, again, help you obtain those certifications and also help you with those loan packages as well. We have a financial advisor who would work diligently with you to prepare your loan application, and we have certification specialists that will also work diligently with you to prepare your certification application. One of the key things to remember with our finance programs is that certification in reference to the finance programs can help you reduce your borrowing costs and unlock those financial opportunities. So how to apply is, again, obtaining those certifications first. And if you are actively in those certifications, we do have fast track options, which we'll talk a little bit later about, and connecting directly with our offices to help you get started. An additional benefit that we talked about high level earlier was technical assistance. Technical assistance means hands-on, no-cost support, especially with the Columbus Minority Business Assistance Center. Will help you with document preparation, help you with navigating those procurement systems that you want to get your certifications uploaded into and begin getting those contract and bid opportunities. Not only will we help you get you in those systems, but we'll help you be ready to be able to bid on those opportunities that you would like to assess as well. Our support is always ongoing. It again is at no cost to you. The certification that you will obtain would help you connect your business to long-term support and not just approval. To continue on, certification readiness is something that we also do, but we also do offer you business and financial readiness here with this. Now, certification isn't something that you need to be able to obtain the free resources at the Columbus Minority Business Assistance Center, because that is our overall purpose of being here. So this is something that I can say without certification, you're absolutely able to receive at any point in time. Now, before we go on and to continue here, we want to talk about, is certification right for my business? We can't decide this here for you, but what we can do is confirm your eligibility and help you execute the certification process. The decision will lie on your hands based on your strategy, your capacity, and your ROI, which means the return on your investment. If your eligibility and the numbers work out for you, then this is something that we absolutely encourage you to continue to pursue, especially if you're wanting to pursue public contracts. Certification can be a strong lever for you. So again, one of the key benefits, what I always want to keep reiterating through this here, is that it will help you with increasing your access to state and public contracts. Again, those set asides, those bid preferences, being visible, getting you marketed. These are the different things that, again, that certification offers here for you. So as you are thinking and continuing to be in this presentation, you'll want to begin to understand these type of benefits and if it's something that you're ready to pursue. Something that you also want to consider when we talk about eligibility, do you meet the ownership, control, and residency requirements? Are you prepared to organize and submit the required documentation that goes into obtaining your certification? And are you ready to have the capacity to be able to provide those vendors or those contractors of what they are looking for? So again, do you have the capacity to maintain compliance with those contractors, and also just maintaining compliance with the certification and recertification process? An important reminder that we're going to reiterate that certification is a tool and not a guarantee, and it is valued as you are actively utilizing it. So we have another poll here that I'm going to put up on the screen. So as we are here, something that I would like to know for those, because we're going to talk about the requirements and the documentation process here, but I just want to get a bit of an understanding as to what best describes your current readiness level. Are you ready to pursue public contracts? Are you just interested in the need of preparation? Not quite sure, but you just want to learn, or just unsure completely? Again, no answer is the wrong answer. Wonderful. Thank you all for the engagement. And I'm happy to see we got 26 folks up in here too. So thank you again for taking your time to come and be a part of this. Wonderful. Give me 1 second. I'm going to stop really quick here just to see if we have any questions. Thank you all for sticking with me through the sound here. Just want to make sure I'm still sounding good for you all, because I know that was a disconnect and a technical issue. And again, I apologize. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the MBE, the Minority Business Enterprise. What is the MBE? The Minority Business Enterprise was one of our state certifications, and its requirement is that you are 51% owned and controlled by a qualifying minority-owned business and also a resident of Ohio and a U.S. citizen. The business must be a for-profit business, and it must be operating for at minimum 1 year. MBE focuses on state contracting for goods and services, which agencies working towards shelter bidding or spending goals, the increased chance to be seen and secured by users in state systems. Visibility in databases. You'll be able to appear in certified procurement tools for buyer use. Visibility into tangible buyers can filter for certified suppliers. What I do like about our procurement system, there's oftentimes many people who come up to me and ask, hey, I want to work with an MBE business owner or a WBE. The first thing I do is take them right to our website to help them navigate. So you all certifications there are there. So again, they are able to vet you all out, see your business, see the work that you are doing, check out your capabilities. Um, Finance benefits we talked a little bit about earlier. You'll be directly eligible for the Ohio Minority Business Development Loan. That's up to $1.5 million, and the micro loan ranging from 10K to 45K at 1.5% interest. And this is again subjected to program criteria. Now, as you are applying for those MBEs, something that needs to be known, you want to, when they are taking a look at your application, mismatch information in reference to ownership or where you are a resident of can delay the process, or having incomplete financials or outdated documents can also delay the application or your renewal phase. But one of the key takeaways I do want you to know in reference to the MBE certification is that, again, will boost your access to state contracting, connects firms, contracts firms, and targeted capital options that we have available for you. Next, we want to talk about the Women Business Enterprise. Its main eligibility requirements is that you are 51% owned and controlled by a woman, that you are a resident of Ohio and a U.S. citizen. With this certification, you also have to be a for-profit business operating for at least 1 year. Its core benefits is access to public sector and contracting opportunities. This one here does not have a set aside goal, but it does increase your visibility for benefits and contracting opportunities. Again, we talked about the financial benefits of it, and to reiterate, you will be eligible for the WBE loan program, which ranges from $45,000 to $500,000 at our specialized interest rate of 1.5%. And it also makes you eligible for the direct and micro loan. Key reminders that I'll make sure I reiterate to you all is that this is a tool that you are absolutely able to utilize at all times. For the EDGE, that is our economically disadvantaged businesses. This right here assists our business owners in obtaining state contracts who are traditionally in economically disadvantaged areas. There is a hub zone that they would check your qualifications are to make sure your zip code in the city or the town that you live on is somewhere that is labeled as economically disadvantaged. So again, it can help you leverage the opportunities to be able to obtain those contracting opportunities. Now, with this here, finance benefits will be also something that you're able to receive, being able to apply for our state capital loan programs, and also work directly with MBAC to support with helping you obtain additional access to capital. Next, we have our veteran-friendly business certification. This one here is our specialized certification for our veteran business owners. Its criteria is for you to be a veteran, full ownership and control. Also have veteran employees, a majority veteran employees, or a board that consists of veterans, and also meets the Ohio residency requirements too. The difference between this certification in reference to its eligibility is that you don't have to formally be in business for a year, but you still need to be operating your business. Now, how it helps with your bidding opportunities. How it helps in reference to bidding opportunities is there is not a traditional set aside here for this, but working with our office directly, you'll still be able to be assisted in receiving that option to help you prepare for bids and prepare your packaging. Now, something that we also want to talk about is our fast track option when we are doing certifications. There is an option if you do have a pending contract award. Let's say you are going for one of our finance programs here, our micro loan or our direct loan program, and you have applied for your certification, but it is still pending. Working with our office directly, we are the only office, our MBAC offices, rather you're at our Columbus, our Cleveland, our Cincinnati offices that will be able to go ahead and put that fast track option here for you, which we have a way to try to accelerate your application to being pushed into 5 business days versus the 60 days that it could 60 business days that it could take to have your application process. So we can ensure that you are awarded that contract opportunity that you are going for or that finance program that you're going for. Again, something to heavily emphasize here is that in order to get that fast track office opportunity, you have to work directly with our specialists here in the office that we have. All right. So I'm going to stop again just for questions or questions that I am seeing here in the chat. And just again, make sure sound is working out well. Wonderful. Sounds good. I like that. Thank you all for making sure my sound is working here with me. All right. So as we've talked about the benefits here, we also want to talk about, again, what is required in the actual application process. So there are some core documents, but overall, there are about 13 or 14 different required documents that you would have to be able to put together in a package deal, working independently with yourselves or just working again with our specialists who can help you do so. The core documents will be your eligibility and proof, which will be your passport and your birth certificate that proves that you are a U.S. citizen. Your personal and your business tax returns. This right here verifies your financial stability and that also that you have an ownership structure. Our state reviewers are looking at these key documents to make sure they are not perfect, but just to prove consistency. So that is something just to know here. And for your business and your personal tax returns, they are looking for those within the last 3 years. Again, we know that some of our eligibility requirements that you do have to operate for at least 1 year. And again, your documentation will be able to show so. So using that last 3 years of taxes, if you don't have those and you have that 1 year, again, we are able to work with you because we are, again, not looking for perfection. We are just looking for consistency and making sure that you meet those eligibility requirements. Your state of Ohio tax returns will also be a piece of information that would be required because that confirms that you are a Ohio resident and that you are in compliance with state tax obligations. Financial statements, we'll be working with you. We have a financial advisor who can assist you with this as well. But your balance sheets and cash flows and personal, law statements. This demonstrates operational health and capacity to be able to perform the contract opportunities that you are looking to go forward. Your facility, lease, and ownership documents. This shows that you have physical presence and control of your business. This one here is oftentimes a frequently asked question. We oftentimes get a lot of people who are running businesses out of their home. That right there would be your lease. So if you have a rental agreement or a deed to your home, that is something that again shows that you are working from home. You don't have a traditional office, but your home is your office space. That is okay. Something else I would like to point out here too, as far as ownership and facility leases, there are often times where they ask you for your equipment list. Equipment list can vary from just being your phone, your cell phone, your computer, your office desk equipment, things again that you are using to run and operate your business. If you're a gym owner, let's tell us what equipment that you have, things again that show what your business is and what you are using to secure your business. Thanks for answering my second question. You're very welcome. Yes, this is public information. And again, I'll make sure I'll go over each of your questions here too. Something else, as we're continuing to go down this list, and you'll also receive a copy of the required checklist alongside a roadmap to help you through the certification process. But a bank signature card, this is something that you're able to request directly with your bank. It is not actually your physical debit card where you would just traditionally sign the back of those cards, but you will go into your bank to be able to request that information. Additionally, your security agreement and again your equipment list. These are just different things that you're notating that you're running your business. This is the equipment that you're using to run your business. Now I'm seeing some really, really good questions in the chat here, and I actually can't wait to answer these here too. So thank you so much for your questions and your answers. Keep asking them because they are important questions. And yes, subcontractors, supplier agreements, or two largest signed service contracts. This validates that you have business activity and that you are capable to deliver. Now, something to know here, because I think I'm going to answer this question here as well. Let's say you haven't had a contract opportunity. That is fine. If there is something on that checklist that you just do not have, because it may just be the type of business that you have, I want you to know that that is also fine. What you would do in place of that is write a professional letter on a business letterhead that represents your business, such as your logo and has your business information there, and explain why you don't have that. Because I'm seeing, let's say if I have a virtual business, that would be a reason why, you may not have certain of these things here. So there is things that you would do, which is just again explain why that does not work for your business. Now, with the Edge here, there are a couple of different other requirements that they would ask you to add on here too, such as your personal net worth statement and company value worksheet. The reason that our state funders are asking for this because it shows that you are an economically disadvantaged business here. Or also, if you have a disability notated here as well, that's also here just again gives them that verification. Let's see here. So some best practices, use standardized templates, keep things consistent and professional. So there are definitely tons of tools out there, rather you want to get on Chat GPT to help you write some of those things or create your own business letterhead. That's something that you haven't had before. Microsoft or Google has templates that you can use here as well that you can add to put your business credentials on there, your name, your address of your business, your email addresses. These are different things that you're able to customize. What I can do here as well is make sure that I list those different tools that you're able to use, or again, you're able to research on your own times, different ways that you can make your own templates and be able to save so you can always use for future use. Something else that I also recommend to do while you are preparing your certification packet for submission is to always get a second or third pair of eyes. Your second pair of eyes, I always recommend being somebody who also works directly with your business or your team because they know your business just as much as you. They'll be able to help you check for internal errors before submission. And then lastly, working directly with our office here as well, I would like to say could be your third pair of eyes because again, we are knowing what needs to be in your packet of information and we'll be able to take a look at it from our state preparer's point of sight to just again make sure you're A-OK before hitting that submission letter. All right. Some common pitfalls, because I'm seeing it a lot of different questions here about this, and something that is also a best practice here too is not overthinking most of this information here too, because most of the time there's things that you absolutely have, and I know that the checklist can seem intimidating, but once you actually begin to work with it and take a look at it, these are things that you already have or something else you may have in its place. So don't be afraid to ask those questions. And again, just know that you have the confidence that you have these things for your business. Our state reviewers are again, they're just looking to not look all into your business. They are just wanting to review for clarity and not perfection, making sure that everything is consistent. Um, Something else to know as far as common pitfalls. The clock starts when you actually submit your application through the state, not when you're actually working directly with us to do your document preparation and review. Once it's actually submitted is when the 60 business day process starts. There are often times where maybe your state certification officer may contact you to get some additional clarity on some documents that you may have submitted or a document that was missing. So it's very important just to continue just to monitor your emails or just communicate back with them if they are looking for those things, because that could also delay the process of getting your application pushed through. So we don't want to make sure that is something that is called out here too. So we're actually getting very close to Q&A. I see some really good questions. Again, I'm very excited to answer them. But yes, Ms. Shepherd, it can be very intimidating, but I can say that it's not, because again, if you have your business documents, most of the time it's just having to organize it and take the time to put it together. So attached to your screen is a full checklist for the MBE, EDGE, and WBE. The veteran certification also utilizes the same certification here as well. Same checklist here as well. My apologies. So this would be something that would be shared with you after this call, be sent to your emails, and something that you can also access on our state website here as well. Now, before I get to Q&A, some of your questions are really too good that I don't want to wait until getting here. So let me go ahead and scroll up here a little bit. Now, Mr. Wallace asks, how can we work directly with someone in your office? This right here, I'll just consider as a general question. You will, if you haven't already, first thing you would need to do is complete the intake registration form. In about 1 to 2 business days, you will receive an email inviting you to schedule your appointment with one of our specialists, whether that be your certification specialist or your business advisor or your financial advisor. You'll be connected with them. So this is just something you would need to indicate on your intake registration form. And again, our services here are free. Crystal asks about repeating information about the fast track option. Something about the fast track option that right here expedites your certification process. Traditionally, it takes about 60 business days for your certification application to be reviewed and recommended or not recommended for certification. But if you have a contract that you are going for or a loan that you are going for that requires that certification that you like the MBE, the WBE, the FB, or the Edge, and your certification is pending, our office can work directly with our state certification officers who are actually processing the application for you to expedite that into our target practices around 5 business days, so you don't have to wait to lose that contract versus let's help you get that contract sooner. Another question, what is the status if our docs are already submitted? That is an excellent question. And I want to preserve that one a little bit here for later because that will definitely be answered in the certification presentation. Michaela says she needs some help with some of the required documents. Michaela, you'll be sent our information how we can get you some help. We have a certification specialist who will be able to assist you. And then also going forward, we're actually going to be hosting some more in-person and hybrid workshops here too, where you can bring those documents, where I have some state officers and our certification officers here. Those things are in the works so we can, again, be able to help you be a little bit more hands-on. Miss Drea, are opportunities available for consulting businesses? Opportunities are available for all businesses. Are you required to have a physical business address? That will be something I would say you would have to have some type of address. So again, whether it be your home address or your office address, wherever you are operating your business, there has to be some type of address because they do need to confirm that you are Ohio residents. So whether it be again your physical address or your business address, there has to be some type of address there. So it doesn't again matter if you're working from home or from business address. If that, oh, I see I answered your question. So I just wanted to reiterate that. We just need to have some type of address because we know that one of the eligibility requirements is that you are Ohio residents. Raymond, you asked a really good question about why the loan amounts are much broader for the WBE. That is something I do not have an answer for, but I'll be willing to look into that for you. Michaela, I hope I answered your question a little bit later about the agreements and the contracts. In reference to if you don't have those, you would just you would just create a letter of explanation. Dr. Aisha, can you use a virtual address? If you have that, absolutely. But again, we just want to make sure that we are a Ohio resident. Raheem, yes, you can absolutely use AI. I definitely am not someone who shies away from using that in reference to just creating some templates. Latan, yeah, that is a good point to prove out here. If they don't have a traditional signature card, but they may have something else, that'd be you worth just working with your banker to figure out what they may have in place of that. Or again, yes, utilizing that letterhead, just explaining the reason here as well. But most of the time, your bank may have something else that they are using again to prove that you have that ownership of that account. Absolutely, I continue awesome tools. Raymond asks, I detail vehicles for commercial businesses, and we have talked about MBAC. Would this business qualify for a fast track qualification? It would not, because again, it is somebody who is actively going for like a financial loan program or a contract opportunity, and they are requiring that you have that certification. That's when that fast track will be come into place here for you because you will have to have show proof that you are pending a contract or a finance opportunity, and that's when we will work with you to ensure that you are able to receive that contract or bid opportunity. Does your office sign NDAs? Um, that one would need a little bit more clarity, Dr. Aisha. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pause on the questions here because we have a few more things that I want to be able to go over here with you. But again, hopefully I'm answering some of you all's questions as we are going. And we're continuing to keep, I'll continue to keep looking at those, but I will go ahead and take a mental note that we stopped at the NDAs here. All right. So once you get all those intimidating or not intimidating documents together here, you will work with our specialist, who is Madison or myself, to be able to go ahead and also make process less intimidating with you by actually sitting down with you virtually, to be able to submit that application through our Ohio Business Gateway. This is a system that the state uses for you to upload all your documents into there. So what we would do is to make sure that you are uploading the correct documents in the correct places. So again, there is no delay in your application process. Um, as your application is being submitted, something to note here too, after your documents are submitted through Ohio Business Gateway and you have worked with your MBAC office, you are moving into phase 2. Well, now your direct point of contact will be the state officer certifications. You will receive a email communication listing who your state officer is and who is reviewing your application. So for any additional questions that you may have or any additional questions that they may have for you, they'll be able to contact you, and you will also receive their contact information as well. As they're reviewing, if they need, again, additional information from you, they will communicate with you. So it's very important to just, again, monitor your emails during that certification submission timeframe, just to, again, make sure things continue to go smoothly. Something else to know, something they may or may not do is conduct site visits. This is, again, just actual verification that your business meets all eligibility requirements. If your certification is approved, they will issue that to you via email, with the certification documents, and again, a congratulatory email, and also just some different information about how you can continue to maximize your certification. Your certification is made visible on their sites here. The typical time frame for them to review it is 60 business days. Um, and also something to note too, once you are approved for your certification, that they are issued for a 2-year period. So definitely keep those benefits active and recertify before they expire. You will receive a 90-day notice and a 60-day notice that your certification is coming due to expire. So you want to be able to recertify your business between that time frame, because if you are recertifying after that time frame or after the certification has expired, that closes that window for you and you would have to start the process over again. So speaking of recertifications, again, you will have to recertify every 2 years. And to avoid losing those benefits, you want to make sure once you get that email notification letting you know when your certification expires, I always recommend putting it on your phone calendar. So that way it can alert you, put it on your business calendar, set up email reminders. That way, so you're just staying on top of it. For the recertification, if you're going to do that, it is actually a lot less. It's actually a lot less intimidating because they are just looking just to receive some updated information, such as your most recent business federal tax returns, and if you have any changes to your operation levels. Because if you have, then that may require you to do the application over again. But again, just depends on what was changed. But most of the times, if there's not any major changes, they were just asking for you just to submit just some updated recent application, most recent financial documents. Now, there is an opportunity to do some cross certifications here. That's something that you work directly with our office in the state office here as well. Like, say, for example, you're wanting to go for the City of Columbus MBE or WBE. We will work together to be able to do that here for you. The process will still be the same, but what they would do is connect with those different vendors on the city side or on the federal side, whomever, just to let them know, hey, we have already received their documents that have proved that they are owners of their businesses and they are residents of Ohio. So that way you don't have to go through the tedious process of submitting a full application and document preparation with our office and their office when they pretty much mirror each other. So that's something that we are able to assist you here with as well. And that's be something that you would need to let us know as you're submitting your cross certification or your recertification, so we'll be able to jump in and assist you. They also just want to, again, make sure that you are still the owner of your company here as well. So that's why those financial documents come into place here with that. Now, common pitfalls, again, those email reminders and those calendar notifications is always the best practice here. But sometimes you are in your business and you're working hard and you're moving and shaking. So sometimes we get to that last 30 days and time begins to go. That's why I always recommend starting to work a bit proactively so that way you don't miss those time frames. Because again, once if that time frame does pass, that could restart you from doing this from the very beginning. And we definitely don't want you to be able to do that. And also, something to mention about cross certifications, I always recommend it because I can just get you some more recognition, and grant you some more opportunities, whether that be from the city or the state or on the federal side. So if it's something that you're interested in, let us know. We'll likely be able to work with you. All right. So I believe I have another poll I want you all to participate in here, and we're moving towards Q&A here too as well. Wonderful. One moment. All right, so now we talked about a couple of different certifications, and I saw different questions here too. So to help me as we continue to work together here in this near future, what certifications are you particularly interested in? Whether it be our MBE, our WBE, our Edge, or our VFBE, or you aren't sure yet, or if you're looking to do multiple certifications, because you can do more than one certification if you qualify. If you qualify for all three or two, go ahead and select which ones you're interested in. Oh, thank you. As I'm waiting for those poll results, thank you for clarifying, Dr. Aisha. We use very secure systems in reference to making sure your information is not leaked here. So there's not an NDA, but they are very strict about getting because there is even information we are not allowed to see on the MBAC side that only our state officers can see. So I can definitely attest to that. It was a very important question in reference to security. Yes, we do not share your information. It stays within our departments and our within our agencies. All right. Thank you all for answering that question here. And I have another one. I think you all should like this one. After seeing the document requirements and us just talking a little bit more together in reference to this, let's talk about our confidence. How confident do you feel about seeing it? Do you feel that you're confident that you have most of these documents that they are asking of you? Or do you feel somewhat confident, just need some help organizing, or you're still feeling overwhelmed but still interested in carrying through with the certification process? Or it's okay to say you're just not ready yet. You're just still learning and seeing this is right for you. All right. I'm seeing some good things here. I'm seeing that we're confident. I'm seeing that we need some help organized. I'm seeing that we're overwhelmed. And again, no answer is the wrong answer at all. All right. I'll go ahead and I'll end this poll here too. And let's continue to talk here. Certifications and maximizing them. Again, certification creates access, but the results come from you and how you use them. Um, It is a valuable resource, but again, how you actively leverage it is definitely going to be in your best discretion. But our office will work with you to giving you strategies and working with you to refine your strategies and how you can best leverage them to your best of your abilities. Making sure your profiles of the systems that you are uploading your certifications in are always complete and current. So that's a way that you maximize your certification. Show up where the buyers are. There are oftentimes bid workshops or matchmaking events or different agencies that have those contract and bid opportunities. They have those, or they're in person or virtual. So make sure that you are following their different platforms, following us, because there are often times where we share information about upcoming opportunities or partners in the community are sharing those here with you. So making sure you stay in touch with us and in touch with the Minority Business Development Division. There are tons of different opportunities out there. Connecting also with our business advisors will definitely be one of those things that I encourage you all here to do too, because they'll be able to do some more specialized work with you in reference to seeing where you're at, what you're interested in. We have a platform called Ohio Buys and even Dodge Construction, because I know we had a lot of different truck drivers in here and people who are in the construction field. Get with us because there are definitely always different opportunities posted on those boards that may fit your business. So please don't shy away from us. We want to work here with you so you can maximize the resources that we have available to you. We also do send out newsletters and weekly email blasts as well that share those information. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on LinkedIn, so we can get these information out here to you. There's definitely different national platforms or different agencies such as the airport. Follow them as well. Take advantage of those agencies that you know. I've always had a particular interest in working with them. Follow them on social media, get into their newsletters as well, so you don't miss out on those opportunities. In addition, market your certification on your websites, your business proposals, and your capability statements, because as you begin to meet those people, whether you're out in the street or you're attending those workshops that are working with them, give them the advantage. Let them know right now, hey, I already have this information because you can see it on my website. You can see it on my business portfolio here. Always make sure those are up to date. So again, you are selling yourself. Um, let's see, watch our I Am Certified Now videos here as well. Those deep dive into a lot more details for more time that we have here about, again, how to maximize your certifications. But one of the biggest pieces of support that you have here is with the Minority Business Assistance Center powered by your Columbus Urban League. We are business advisors and our financial coaches are here to help you. So a key takeaway is, again, certification delivers value when it is actively leveraged and maintained. Here, our office is here Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., and we are here by appointment only. Here is our website, our phone number and our email address. If you're somebody who is new and this is your first time hearing about the Columbus Minority Business Assistance Center, send us an email or call us, and our program administrator will be able to email you the form, or you'll be able to go right to the Columbus Urban League's website and go to the MBAC's page where the intake registration form is there for you. You would just need to select new clients register here. If you are an existing client just wanting to restart your journey in the certification process, you'll see on our website there as well that there is a section there for you where you'll be able to get in direct contact with our specialists and begin scheduling your appointments. But overall, if you're unsure about what you should do, send us an email. We'll go ahead and get you started. Earlier, I talked about how this session is recorded and how we have had tons of different webinars on different things here to do. We have some webinars here on YouTube that you'll find available about intro to certifications or certifications 101 or just financial prep for the state certifications. I always recommend that one because that helps you with that tax return, those balance and profit and loss sheets, those cash flow sheets. That is a great webinar to listen to. But let's go ahead and get back into those questions here because I want to make sure that I'm answering those while we still have time. And I'm willing to stay here a little bit longer here to talk with you all here too. Mr. Wallace, so if you have already submitted your certification and you're still So if we already submitted the docs but not ready, do we need to resubmit them with new dates? That one I would need some clarity on because if you have submitted the documents, who have you submitted them to? Did you do them through the Business Gateway website or did you submit them to one of our specialists? If so, if you submitted it directly to our specialist, it sounds like we just need to get you an appointment so she can sit with you to go ahead and submit your required documents into the appropriate database. No, if you have, I can see your point of clarity here. If you've already submitted the documents, I would encourage you to check your email, or even email the state office, which I also will list in the email that I send out to you all about how to check on the status of your certification. Mr. Wallace, you won't need to submit the intake registration form because you and I know each other, and I know that you're in our system already. So you just need to follow up with Madison, or follow up again with the state office if you have submitted your application. Tony, if anyone is interested in a DBE or the SBE certification, they can call. Oh, all right. She's plugging herself in. She is an outreach coordinator. Thank you very much, Tony. DBE and SBE. That is more so of your federal certifications and definitely worth looking into to see if that's something that you're interested in. Annual cost, no, there was no annual cost for those. Can I see your contact page again? Yes, you may. As soon as I figure out how to go back. There we are. Yes, 60 days, 60 business days will be the same as well. Okay, Michelle, if you started, you need some help finishing it, we'll send you some information on how to get started and getting you re-entered. No, our certifications are free. There is no annual cost for that WBE or that MBE. So if you're for cross certifications, combine overall that certification process, whether you're just starting again, you're just doing the regular certifications, or you're combining different certifications you're interested in, yes, overall, all of that takes 60 business days. Let's see, I think I may have skipped a couple questions. I see Raheem. Is Miss Heather okay? She was helping me with my balance sheet, but I haven't heard back for her. Send her another email. She's had some changes to her role. Well, actually, yeah, so she's in a bigger role here right now. So instead of working with Heather, we have another financial advisor who just began with us. His name is Kool-Aid. Bob Brown. So I definitely can send you some information on how to get started with him because he is who took on her caseload and it is assisting her with managing her caseload as well. So I'll get you some information about that, Raheem. Thank you all for also your patience here with me. I know I had some technical difficulties here, but after I surpassed those, we were able to get rocking and rolling. All right, let's answer. Continue to keep going on here. So again, this information I'll be ensuring that I send directly to you all here. I even have a webinar on if you are somebody who is 100% ready and just want to go ahead and get started. I'll send you some information about how you can navigate the Ohio Business Gateway. And if you are somebody who is almost close to ready, I still encourage you to go onto the Ohio Business Gateway and at least get your account profile set up. So this will help you and our certification specialist as you begin to submit your application. That takes away, sometimes getting registered in that platform can take away from your actual timing in your appointment. So if you're able to proactively do that, just registering your account and getting those different questions that they need answered on there done, that will help you out a lot more. You're very welcome, you all. I really appreciate all the questions and the engagement here as well. So, as we are here, I just have a question about what is most likely your next step after today. Are you going to schedule an appointment to meet with us? Do you want to learn some more before deciding? Do you want to start beginning your document preparation or you aren't sure yet? To reiterate, there is no wrong answer. And as we're sitting here, as we're talking about our commitment of what we are going to do, I know that's right. She got an appointment scheduled for next week. Thank you, Miss Tanya. As we are getting here, our lunch and learns happen on the second and third Thursday of each month. We have a variety of different topics that we are covering. On the February 26th, we have the Ohio Department of Taxation coming to talk to you all to help you get ready as we are currently in tax season. So if you have any pressing questions that you need answered in reference to your tax preparation in this new tax season, please go ahead and join that webinar. There's also some information out there. They have some extended office hours that we've been sending out here as well. So we definitely want to again make sure that we're sending you all important announcements and information as we receive and learn them here as well. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. See, I got 15 people who have answered, and I got 23 people in this chat. I need to know where we are at. Are you scheduling your appointment? Do we need to learn some more? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Madison works with the Columbus Urban League. The last time, Mr. Wallace, you know Madison. She's not in today, but we'll work directly with you. I think you emailed me a couple days ago. I sent you some information about check where how you could check the status of your application. So that is something you'll need to know because something while we're here, unfortunately, we do not receive the status updates of your all's application because again, there's certain information that they share with us and certain information that they don't share with you with us here. And to again keep everything confidential. They communicate directly with you in reference to their needs. They don't share that information here with us. So definitely making sure that we are connecting with your state officer because they'll be your prime point of contact after you submit your applications. Charles, no. I'm also going to send you all my email as well because you're also going to be receiving an email from me directly after this. Connie, definitely hope so too. Latanya, thank you so much for joining us here today. All right. A few more things here, and I'm going to get you all off of here so we can go enjoy the rest of our days. I have 3 questions here for you. Today's session helped me understand certifications better. Strongly agree, neutral, or disagree. What was most helpful today? And in one word, how are you leaving here today? Are you leaving here ready to, are you leaving here ready? Are you leaving here still learning? Are you leaving here? You let me know. As you're answering that question here, the Columbus MBAC, we are here serving 18 counties here. If you see my mouse clicking, we are in abundance of different counties, but we are housed here in Franklin County. And I want you all to meet our team here as well. We are led by Demetrius Carter, who is our AVP of Entrepreneurship Services and is the Regional Director of MBAC. Heather Landon is now our Program Director and our Supplier Access and Engagement Manager. We have Ivory Bell, who is our program administrator, and myself, who works as our certification outreach manager. We have Madison Lloyd, who is our certification specialist, and Cherie Wallace, who is our MBAC business advisor, and Mr. Kool-Aid Ma Brown, who is our MBAC financial coach. As you are receiving a new email here from me, you'll be receiving information about how you can connect with all of us. If you're looking to learn more about the Minority Business Development Division, here's a QR code that will get you directly to their website. Thank you, Ms. Connie. All right. And then last, here's the QR code that takes you directly to our website here as well. And again, has our information. To reiterate, we are here by appointment only. It's important for us to make sure we are giving you your time here, your uninterrupted time, because we know that you are business owners. By just completing the intake registration form or emailing us, Charles, so we can again get you connected with the proper person. All right. So it was wonderful to engage with y'all. Thank you so much for your participation, your patience with me through our technical difficulties. I hope to continue to see you all through the rest of our Lunch and Learn series. Again, I promise you all we are going to actually have some more in-person workshops here for you too, because I think not only is it important to have these quick sessions just to get the high level information, but let's sit down together. Let's walk through this thing and get you prepared to submit those certifications. You all have a wonderful rest of your day and thank you for joining us.